Lonzo is a superstar. Lonzo is a superstar. Lonzo is a superstar.
Wow, that guy is right. Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo, and apparently I'm a superstar, which I'm okay with that. I agree. I concur. I'm not really. Welcome into the Upstate Pulse, your 2-hour break from all the things that are. Well, if you're going to talk about a break, you gotta take a break. And
I get it. You did it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so I took a little bit of a break. If you would like to be a part of this here show, 800-905-0989 is that is the text line. We don't have the phone lines open because I'm doing this all by myself. I cannot screen calls, and most importantly, you're drunk. So if you are drunk, hopefully you're safe at home, or you call an Uber or have a designated driver. I was a designated driver a bunch. I got
or a designated wheelbarrower.
Well, yeah, there's that. And don't try the lawnmower thing. You will get pulled over. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, we are live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either 98.9 WORD or the Upstate Pulse. Cameron is here.
Hi.
I am here. And we're looking forward to having a good time tonight on tonight's show. It is tonight because it's dark outside. So that makes it tonight. On tonight's show, we will be. Why do I always say on today's show? I just realized I do that.
It's still today.
No, it's tonight. I mean,
well, it's still today, though.
It is. Well, is it though? It is today.
Today encompasses the entirety.
I guess it does.
Even though you would typically refer to it as today.
All right. It is
during more of like the morning and afternoon.
It is still today. But it is also tonight. So on tonight's show, we will be breaking down the latest episode of Peacemaker. We really got to get into that.
Yeah,
wow. What an amazing episode that was. We didn't get to talk Marvel Zombies last week. We are going to do that this week. I will give you a brief review of the latest episode of Gen 5. We've got a couple things in the AI Takeover. We're going to talk some video game stuff, including we will be talking the hike in price for Xbox Game Pass. Nerd Roundtable got a ton of things, including some mean squirrels, and we're going to talk about some trailers.
Daggum squirrels.
Yeah, I mean, and we're going to talk trailers, and the trailers both have to do with Frankenstein. So there you go.
Why are we getting double Frankenstein?
I don't know, but I'm okay with it. Chris on the stream says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Chris?" Mark says, "Hey, guys, shout out Kid Flaccid. Just saw a Facebook post that Sting's son is making his wrestling debut soon." Yeah, I saw that. He's already been in the ring before during, I believe, Sting's retirement match. Both of his sons were, and that was pretty good. Scott, I'm not going to read your message online because we are talking about that. So we're definitely going to talk about a bunch of AI stuff coming up later. One thing that I want to make sure that, first of all, thanks to Rob Young for being on the show last week. Always fun when Rob is on. He's a member of the show. He absolutely is. And he fit right in the very first time that he came on the show. Much better than Pappy did. I'm not sure Pappy has ever fit in on the show.
Look, I'm an outsider.
Yeah, that is true.
A drifter.
Yes.
A stranger.
Yes. Sometimes I wish you would drift on out of here. But
I won't.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm solid, not gaseous.
Depends on what you just ate.
I will not be wafted.
Well, wafted. Yes. That's a good term for the studio this evening. All right. I want to talk about before we move on to all the topics that we're going to talk about tomorrow. I mentioned Rob Young was on last week to talk about South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition. I want to make sure that you guys remember, and if you haven't heard about it, you need to check it out. It's at the Greenville Convention Center. It is tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are affordable. Come out and have a good time with us. We'll be there. I don't know how long we'll be there, but we'll be there for a while. And Cameron would love to have a long conversation with you.
You know what? I would.
I will just
come and talk to
just
me.
Say hello, shake my hand, and then please drift away. That's all. That's all.
Would you like them to waft
Don't come up and make me be awkward on purpose.
He secretly just really wants a hug.
No, I don't. Stop it.
Constantly.
Stop it, Rob Brown. I do not. Do not come up and expect a hug, because that's probably not going to happen. If you do, a stormtrooper might have to intervene. So
true.
And why would a stormtrooper intervene? Because they're fans of the show. By the way, if you go to South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition, you will see the 501st. The 501st are so cool.
They are.
We didn't get a chance to elaborate on it too much last week. We have had members of the 501st and of the South Carolina Ghostbusters on the show before. And the 501st, they make their own armor. I mean, it's so cool. One time, and I don't know if he'll be there this time, there was a Mandalorian as big as that big Mandalorian on the first season.
He was gigantic.
That dude was so huge. And the equipment was tight. I mean, when I say it fit him perfectly, and it looked like it would.
Well, it's well fitted because, like you said, they make it themselves. It
would definitely stop an Imperial weapon. I'm thinking, yes, for sure.
That E11 ain't getting through that armor.
Absolutely not. It's going to deflect off and probably hit an innocent bystander. So you got to watch out for that. Also, the cool part about South Carolina Comic-Con Fall Edition is you can go up to the vendors, you can talk to them, they will talk to you. They're friendly. You can have a really good time. Just even if you don't buy anything, they're going to talk to you and have a good time. And chances are you're going to buy something. And the cool part is that you can pick it up and look at it. I remember many moons ago when I bought my 16-inch Master Roshi, and I still have it. I mean, it's probably bigger than that. I mean, it is a huge Master Roshi.
It is a rather large Master
Yes.
Roshi.
Full-on Turtle Hermit staff, the whole thing. And I had a long conversation with the people there who said, listen, and I remember them because they look like hippies. And that's okay. So do I. And so I remember them having a conversation. Now, I cannot sell you this Master Roshi unless you put it next to some dolls. And I'm like, I got one in mind. Because at the time, Tara was sharing the office with us, and someone had bought her a Tara doll, which creeped me out. And I'll forever talk about the Tara doll because it creeped me out. And when she found out that it creeped me out, she would leave little Post-it notes on my desk.
That is downright
with
evil.
Messages from the doll. She thought it was hilarious. It is, but also creepy.
Won't you be my friend?
Yes. Hello from the doll. It's like, I'm watching you from the doll. It's like, okay, stop it. So if any of you thought that maybe Tara had the same kind of sense of humor we do, she absolutely does. So there's that. So hope to see you tomorrow. Can't wait to see. What kind of cosplay do you think we're going to see tomorrow, Cameron?
Lots of Demon Slayer, especially with the movie coming out.
How about K-pop Demon Hunter?
Yes, that too.
I haven't watched that yet. I plan on watching that probably with my granddaughter next week. I know she's watched it a couple times and she really likes it. And Chris Evans, OG from the Upstate Pulse, told me he watched it with his kids and they really liked it. Said they had some catchy tunes. So I bet, because my granddaughter will be going with us tomorrow, she'll be able to point out who they are if she sees them. So looking forward to that. So again, South Carolina Comic-Con Fall Edition tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come out, check it out, have a good time. Greenville Convention Center. If you are coming from Georgia or you're coming from North Carolina, it's not that hard to find. Just type in Greenville Convention Center in your GPS and it will guide you there. And it will be so much fun. You will have so much fun. My problem is I'm running out of space, but I am very good geometrically with making things fit that shouldn't fit.
You have incredibly good spatial
I do.
And like spatial
I do.
Visualization.
So I've already been scanning my stuff and thinking, okay, I can move this a little bit. I can move that a little bit. I got some room. So tomorrow we're going to find something to add to.
You should see him pack for vacation. It's magical.
It is. It is.
I don't have to do anything. I just let him do.
Also, and I'm not suggesting you guys ask me to help you move. But if you are moving, I can pack your van or whatever.
He can do a advisory role.
I can do that. Yes. Yes, I can.
Sit in a lawn chair and tell him how to do it.
Yes, as long as it's a sturdy lawn chair and comfortable and reclines. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk space. Peacemaker. It's not space. We can talk space. We might talk Space. It
We're gonna
is.
talk about
We're
space.
going to talk about. We're gonna,
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
I deserve that. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. All right, that was either an Odie song or a Tim song. Because all it was guitar. I had no problem with it only being guitar, but there wasn't nothing else. We gotta have some beats. We gotta have something.
That's fair. I mean, you need more.
Gotta have something.
Also, I can't hear space on its own without thinking of Tim Curry from Command and Conquer. Because he's because with the Command and Conquer series, they're all live action cutscenes. So it's Tim Curry talking to you. And it's like
I've seen.
yeah. He almost cracks while he's like saying the line.
All right, Chris, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Fall Edition. They changed the name from Junior to Fall Edition.
Oh.
Will your quarterback throw for more than 270 yards? Will your running back punch it into the end zone twice? You decide. I love how Prize Picks makes the game feel personal. Every pass, every catch, every yard suddenly means more.
I'm watching him read.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did. My bad.
I'm just watching his eyes just like dart a little bit. Well, I'm trying to think of how to engage with you, audience.
You don't have to think about how to engage, man. You just engage.
Say hi.
Just open your mouth and you talk.
Yeah, that always works for me.
Thank you, Chris. And I'm sure your hand hugs would be firm.
Indeed.
Maybe enveloping. I don't know.
It's a massive.
Well, probably. I gotta say, getting to say the word enveloping, there's not a lot of opportunities to say that word. So
That's fair.
in proper context, which of course I did, because I never ever say anything that's not in the proper context.
Yes, everything is very much in context. Can be figured out within said context.
Like a steel trap. I bet. We used to have a producer here like 25 years ago when I first started working here. And that dude, I thought my hand was going to break every time.
Mm.
It was so bad. It was like, huh. He's like, reach out his hand. You're like, no, man, I don't want to shake
Here's
your
the thing.
hand anymore.
You know
I
it's
see you every
coming.
week. You just want to hurt me.
You see it coming, you got to match intensity.
I tried. I wasn't the only one who had that problem.
I will say, I try not to go too hard on
Well,
a
no,
hand.
I mean, you find that perfect in between, where you let them know, hey, I can match you if I need to,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to. But I don't know if you come in with the firmest of handshakes.
I don't try to go
what you're trying to do.
I don't try to go in for the academic team handshake anymore.
And I don't like fist bumps. I think they're disingenuous.
You don't like fist bumps?
No. For one thing, one guy on the fan, he always did that.
Yeah.
It was like,
There's
yeah.
difference.
And then the other one who I presently work with says you're supposed to like hit kind of, and he nearly broke my knuckle punching me. I was like, what are you doing, dude? My knuckle hurts right now. And I think it may be because of that. And it was like,
Well, here's what you do.
No, I'm not soft and I'm not weak.
You hit harder.
No, I'm not doing that. That's an HR violation. into the Upstate Pulse.
Ooh, wait.
Right here on 989 WORD.
Indeed.
If you would like to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989 is the text line. We're also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or a 98.9 WORD. And check us out there if you want to see what we look like. You see that Cameron is way too into his camera, and my hair is beautiful. So
What do you mean way too into my camera?
you're just up in it, man.
I'm always up in it.
Okay,
I'm in
all right,
this.
All right, you're trying to get that side beer view going.
want
I said
people-
beard, not beer, because I don't know what that is. But anyway,
I want people to be able to admire this and be uplifted by the visage.
uplifting for sure. The visage, yes. All right, before we get to Peacemaker season 2, episode 7, we were talking during the break on the stream about handshakes. I know we've talked about this before. We get new audiences all the time. We probably talked about this, I don't know, 7 years ago or something like that, because this show's about to be on for 11 years or 12 years. I don't know. It's over a decade.
I think you're adding
Yeah,
more.
well, at least I'm not taking away. I know it's at least a decade.
True.
And well, it was 10, and I think we're finishing up our 11th. So that would be 11. Or it was 11 and we're finishing up our 12th. I don't know. Anyway, so there used to be a guy here. So we were talking, I was talking about South Carolina Comicon fall edition and how you can come up and shake my hand. That's fine. I'm not going, you are permitted to come and shake my hand. It's not like that. You want a handshake. You just not, my mind goes blank when I meet people in public because it's social anxiety disorder. But I really want to go. So I mean, radio has helped me so much with that. It really has. Back in the day, I never would go up in front of the class. I would take a 0. Teacher made me come up anyway. I'd cry. And that's when I was a senior. All right, that part's not true. I was like 7th grade, but still, I mean, once you get to high school, it's like I just would hold up the 0. And the teacher would just laugh, like, okay, but I did so well everywhere else that it made up for that. Yeah. So we're talking about handshakes, and we were joking around with Chris because we know his background, and so we believed that he would give firm handshakes.
Very firm handshake.
And here's the thing, you know, I don't care about toxic masculinity, whatever. You're either masculine or you're not. I don't think there's anything toxic about it. But when a man meets another man, and I don't know if women do this or not, they might. You can comment and let us know. If you're going to shake someone's hand, you come in a little firm. You don't come in full on vice grip, because if you do that, the other person's going to go, okay, what you trying to prove, dude?
Exactly.
But
that creates a power struggle as opposed to meeting somebody with the same level.
Yes. Now, I'm not saying that if we meet you, well, if you want to do it to Cameron can
It's
just
like giving like a limp hug. Who like drapes themselves over somebody?
Yeah, well,
Like you got to give a little bit of some firmness just to make it work.
okay, if it's a female, it probably doesn't matter what kind of hug. Anyway, so you come in and you get firm enough, and it's a little bit of a test. Like, okay, I could squeeze harder, he could squeeze harder. We're good. But some people want to come in and break your fingers, and right away it's like, okay, dude, what are you trying to prove? I don't know what you're trying to prove.
See, that
So if
shows
you are
a
someone-
maliciousness of intent,
Or you don't know your own strength. And if
Could be
you
that
don't know your own strength, don't be shaking nobody's hands. And we were talking about fist bumps. I don't like fist bumps. I don't believe they're genuine. I just don't.
I think
I
this is
think fist-
mostly
I think
most of the
fist bumps are
you've been
peop-
surrounded by.
Are people trying to be cool who aren't? And maybe I'm just surrounded by some radio people who try to do the fist bump and it just doesn't work. And
Know
so
them too well.
yes. So
See,
when-
I don't.
and they got to fist bump me, I'm just going to grab your fist and caress it. And then you will never fist bump me again.
just like rub your thumb over the
Yeah,
knuckles.
no, we're going full
Oh, okay.
hand model.
Covering the whole
Yeah.
surface.
Well, paper beats rock. That's all I'm
So
saying.
do you double hand that? Do you like
No.
clasp the hand in one thing and
This
just,
is
like,
paper. I haven't done it yet. Because someone will punch you if you do that, probably.
just make sure you duck?
Yeah, well, I'm getting too old and put on too much weight. Ain't no ducking anymore. It's absorbing.
Well, weave.
Well, you got to hope you absorb. I'm probably quicker than most people think. All right. But my quickness will quickly be followed by a joint that will stop working. Talking about a knee, an ankle, something. How about gentle glove slaps? It says Apple's worm.
To the face or to the
Gentlemen,
hands?
like that's a challenge for a duel. I mean, that's not.
Yeah, that's how you initiate either fighting with swords or.
All right,
guns.
Texter says fist bump is hygienic. In what way? It's still the top of your hand.
Yeah.
And then you might. I mean, if you touch the top of your hand to something, it's as bad as touching the bottom of your finger.
You don't think the bacteria won't move? You think it's just stuck to your hand? It's a living organism. They move.
Texter says a man left hanging too many times. When you throw that fist bump out, and yeah, dude, whatever. I'm just gonna walk away.
You're
from
just
it.
gonna stare at him and just leave.
Yeah. Plus, in a public place, you pull up your fist, someone might think you want to do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
There might be some pugilism about to take place. And if there's pugilism,
oh boy, pugilism.
I've been waiting for some pugilists.
It's been too long. I remember my fun in the 20s.
Wow. Okay, so anyway.
Dollar bills, yo. Got a lot of them.
All right, so a handshake is fine. No caress on the shoulder, please.
I think we're going too deep into
we are
into the rules.
Unless you're Hawk, because he's been from Hawk and Tom show. He's been doing that stuff to me for 20 something years,
Hawk.
just
him.
freaking you out. Yeah, pinky shake followed by a thumb war. There we go. That's fine. I'm good with that.
Do you pull the pinkies into the thumb war? Does it like?
No, I don't think you can do that. I don't think it's physically possible.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
No,
because then your fingers have to be intertwined, and then that becomes something totally different.
Well,
so
they are anyway during a thumb.
I mean, if you do it, but no, they're like this. They're not like this.
Maybe we can sample it. Maybe we can.
I can't describe it on the radio because I am very poor vocabulary. All right. Let us talk really quick. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to come back and do Peacemaker. Before we do that, I want to talk about Gen 5 Season 2, the latest episode. Man, this thing is rough. It just, I mean, we found out that Cypher's powers, he's probably not really Cypher. He is being controlled by Godolkin, who is burned up in a hyperbaric chamber. And that dude's controlling everyone. He takes over people and can control them and have them do whatever they want.
It's like the
and he knows everything about everyone. And the lady whose name I forget, I'm sorry, I didn't write it down, from the boys, the smartest one. They're hooked up together. There's just so many things. And I think the end game is they're trying to find someone who can kill Homelander. That's what I think they're working towards.
Yeah.
And we will see, because it's been said that this leads directly into the next season, the next and final season of The Boys. I like it, but at the same time, it's still just a little too much sometimes, and just for the reason of being too much. But all these shows are like that. Cannot wait to see how it ends. I believe it's 8 episodes, and I believe we're like 5 episodes in. All right, when we come back, we definitely are. I'm not doing that teasing thing. I know. I said we're going to talk Peacemaker, and then we talked about handshakes. Here's the reason why that we're going to go ahead and do this, because
we need time.
We need time to really break down Peacemaker and how good this last episode was. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Peacemaker is 7 episodes. Yeah. Only one match. You talk. Oh, yeah, I can't. So, next week. It's been good, but it's been rough. Also, Chris, yes, The Boys are a comic book series.
Yeah, it started out as a comic book series.
Supposedly, a lot of people like the TV series better than they do the comic book, which is weird, which is atypical. But it is on HBO Max.
I don't know. I haven't read Invincible, and I don't know if the comics could be better than the show. Maybe they could be.
Well, the other thing too is just like it's the actual creator of the show.
That's
doing-
that's
or
true.
the actual creator of the comic book doing the show. So he's probably doing stuff just to improve some things and have a lot more foreshadowing in the first place. Because the book's been done for a while. I'm just thinking of Patrick Star fighting Conquest. Ugh.
I don't know what you're doing, Apple's worm, but I hope you're okay.
That was just 2 confirmations in a row.
Ah, okay. No comprende?
Dad does not speak internet.
Oh, is that internet? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, I mean, don't let the young visages fool you.
He is a grandfather.
I am a 57-year-old grandpa who's been in the comic book since he was a kid, who played video games since Pong and will continue to play video games too much. But video games for me is therapy and a diversion from pain.
Apples, please do not encourage him.
I don't have any duck sounds. No, I don't.
No.
I thought that's who it was. That's the reason why I was, yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah.
So I'll say we talked about this last night.
We have no ducks, but I do have another animal.
Oh.
I will bring that animal out when we come back from break.
You did? Oh, great. So as we're getting attacked by zombies, we get to hear like the yells of other random sounds.
What's wrong with that? I mean, it's fun. Good. He doesn't get enough of that anywhere else. I can tell you about this program that I'm using. That's a free program, but I'm not gonna.
Don't you dare!
I'm not gonna do
Don't
that.
you dare!
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
Good if you want, but
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here on a Saturday night having fun. So, I mean, it's not, there's rarely a time when we're not having fun, and rarely a time when we're not talking about stuff that's not serious. Because, listen, we have plenty of serious stuff during the week, especially on our award-winning program with Tara, with Bill, with Charlie. They also have fun, too. All those guys are fun. They absolutely are fun. Charlie always has showed up, whether he's on it or not, to the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special, and he brings food.
he does.
He brings baked goods.
He brought scones, and it was amazing.
And last, what was that he brought last? It was shortbread.
The shortbread.
He brought shortbread, and it like had our names on it and stuff. It was really cool.
Yes. Well, he also like had specialized packaging.
That's what I'm
for each
talking about.
person.
That's what I'm talking about. That was so cool. And Bill Frady's such a good sport that he is now the opening for the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. It used to be Vince Coakley, but I got tired of hearing myself sing out off key, and I'd rather hear Bill talk about his bass shotgun. And I know you're saying, Lonzo, it is October. Why are you talking about the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special? Are you doing that so you don't talk about Peacemaker? No, I am not doing that so I don't talk about Peacemaker, because we're going to talk about Peacemaker. But the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special, get ready. It is not that far away.
It is very close.
It's December 20th.
It is imminent.
It is December 20th, which is, I don't know, 7 or 8 Saturdays from now. So what? No, think about it.
Yeah, it is.
It might be a few more than that. But,
Oh man,
but it will be here. I have to start planning that like after the last one's over. I mean, it's like, okay,
it takes a while.
We didn't do this. What are we going to do on this next one? And that's what I do.
Who do we have around? What can we do?
Yeah, because the cast changes and you don't know who's going to be here and who's not. I mean, it's a little bit of a revolving
There's
door.
only one constant in the universe, and that is Pepe.
Okay, well, that is true. And the thing is, some people will do their cycle of Saturdays and then they move on and they are unavailable. That's just how that works. It's a shame.
So does that make us like Saturday Night Live, or
to a degree? Yes, absolutely. Also, if you want to be a part of the show, text line, maybe text line 800-905-0989. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on X, either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. All right, we are going to spoil for Peacemaker, and we're going to talk about that for a few minutes now. This is the penultimate episode of season 2, and it was good. I just want to say, and I told this to my to the co-host of the Rob Brown show, Rob Brown, yesterday. I believe that John Cena has passed any wrestling actor, period. Now, from what I understand, Shatter Machine is supposed to be pretty good with The Rock, but he's playing a fighter. Okay.
Yeah.
And Batista has done really good work to see how much John Cena has grown in his acting and his skill. And if you watch the after pod with James Gunn and some of the other actors, they constantly talk about how much he's grown as an actor, how he continues to get better at his craft. And the thing is, once wrestling is over, which it will be after, I think he has 5 more appearances than he's done with wrestling. Once that is over, he's going to be able to concentrate on it even more. In this episode, they full on find out that they're on Nazi world. And when they start pointing out,
all the obvious signs.
What about that large mural of Hitler? He's like,
I never noticed
it because he was there. Peacemaker went to that world, had everything he wanted, had his brother back, had a father who loved him, was able to get the girl. Everyone praised him as a superhero.
On that on those things, they just did not focus on all the other things.
And I have been there, not to a Nazi world, but I have been so focused on a bunch of things that I didn't notice anything else. And I know a lot of people are like that. Not when I'm outside, because I'm situationally aware and I'm worried that everyone's out to get me. But I mean, in a building when stuff is going on, or at home or something, and you're like, oh, all right, let me take that back. I'm always
You're always aware,
but I'm surrounded by people who aren't. So that's it. And you just happen to be sitting over there.
Yeah,
I'm pointing in that direction, but you just happen to be sitting.
All right.
There.
When I was a kid, not so much, but I've learned.
So Peacemaker and Harcourt take off on the motorcycle, on the peace cycle. And I love his question: is that doorway big enough to get this motorcycle through? Unfortunately, it wasn't, and he did not get to take.
Oh
the motorcycle through.
Crap! He wasn't able to take it with him.
He did not. Adebayo gets rescued by Judo Master
after dealing with like a 28 days later scene with all of the neighborhood.
She jumps in the pool. She gets pulled out from the other side, and then Judo Master electrocutes everyone in the pool.
And it also says that's the most people I've electrocuted in the pool.
And she's like, how many? What was the old? Because she thought he was exaggerating. And I think
and no lie, it was just so much glee on his face. He's like 4.
4, yes.
It's like, oh.
So they're all trying to get back to the door, and Economos is still trapped. And the other thing is, you find out that the dad, that Augie, this is a good guy.
He's the opposite of the other Augie.
He's in a situation where he can only do what he can do, and he can't make enough of a difference to change the overall focus of the world.
Yep.
But he can change what he's involved with. And they actually rescue Peacemaker and Harcourt and kill a bunch of the Nazi police and get them back. And while Augie is saying that he's such a good guy, in comes Vigilante through the window, and you can see him coming from the background. And you're like, no, don't.
The other thing too, and I thought about this, it was the other vigilante because he yelled "Sons of Liberty."
Are you sure? I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
there are two
about that.
vigilantes. So the
He
real
found,
world one and that
the
one.
other one.
Yeah, Mark on the stream says before that episode, I didn't realize two vigilantes was better than one. It was, and they took glee.
And it's so funny that it was exactly what Adrian wanted.
Yes,
It was exactly what he just found a carbon copy of it.
Except for hating Peacemaker with good reason. You find out that Peacemaker was a jerk, and so then he watches his dad die again. Then his brother comes in and blasts him against the wall and is getting ready to take him out. And then
Eagly comes in.
Eagly tears him up, and then the rest of his friends jump his brother,
including Judo Master.
Yeah,
too,
and are tearing him up. And then you could just see John Cena as an actor. You can see Peacemaker's heart breaking as he's yelling, "Stop!" And they stop because he's getting ready to watch his brother die again. And he holds his brother's head, even though he knows that brother wants to kill him. And then they have to get away. And then Harcourt was going to kill him.
Which was the smart move.
So he couldn't come after Chris. And it was such a move, but she didn't get a chance to do it. And then that vigilante saved him by closing the door.
Yep. With a roundhouse kick.
Yeah, so it was sweet roundhouse kick. And then they all get captured, and Peacemaker says, hey, they came to convince me to come back to turn myself in, saving all of them, putting himself in a prison cell. And that's pretty much how it ended. And I have no idea how this last episode is supposed to be over an hour long. I have no idea what's going to happen.
I think an incursion is going to happen, but the question is from how many different places. Obviously, I think Keith is going to come after him. But then the other question is, how many other things from other doors are going to pop through?
All right, so
we get an answer as to who that alien is that keeps
in the
burning the
previews.
rats.
It shows them going in and going through the doors, to find out what's in the other worlds. Now, James Gunn has said this is directly going to tie into Man of Tomorrow, and my money's on Brainiac. What do you guys think? 800-905-0989. If you are watching Peacemaker, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X, what do you think? Do you think it's Brainiac? Some people say Darkseid. There's been several different people coming up with different things. I've heard Rob told me that his buddy Cody said, and if you watch that show, then you know that it's someone's famous who used to be an ex-baseball player, but I'm not going to say his last name, said that he thinks it's Orion. And
that would be interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I think it's gonna. What?
Well, the other thing too is like James Gunn already admitted that he had thought about using Brainiac for the first.
What would make them team up? What would make Lex Luthor and Superman team up?
It has to be an alien.
Or I just thought of this. What if it's an alien invasion? What if they open up a world and an entire invasion force comes through? Maybe even an Earth X invasion.
Could be.
I mean, could they bring an entire army through there? Could they find out that, because Hitler has already conquered that world, that the Nazis want to come to this world and conquer it? I don't know. My money's still on Brainiac. What's your money on, Cameron?
I'm still saying Brainiac. That'd be my preference too. I think they'll wrap up the whole Earth X stuff.
Yeah,
by the end of the season.
We'll see. We'll be able to tell you about it next week. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Marvel Zombies. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Wow, Trey.
I don't think they did though.
There's no way we could have known because there was no talking. There was no. I mean, he could be right.
They did hug, and then the other vigilante went into the QC.
That would be messed up.
It would be.
Although this vigilante was really upset about Economos being tied up, and was one of the people that was pulling him out, right?
Yes.
So it would have to be this vigilante, the vigilante from this earth, because that's his new best friend. One of his new best friends.
The Icona Goat. I also like that, like during the podcast, saying James Gunn was like, and because vigilante is vigilante, that happens.
And that cop, where was he from?
He's from season 1. You know, it was him, and I forget the one.
Yeah, but I thought he was also on a movie. But now I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was. He's
some reason
got butterfly.
Okay.
Because they had that whole scene in season 1 with Peacemaker's dad, and it was. What's funny about this is it's the opposite this time. Because in season 1, he was a good guy, inquiring what was going on with his dad, who was an absolute piece of crap in that one. And this time it was Fitzgibbon being a bad guy and Augie actually being a good guy.
I am surprised that this series has improved as much as it has from one season to the next.
The other thing is, like, they have so much more. There's so much more freedom that they have. Because season 1 was just kind of James Gunn's little pet project. Now he's running the whole thing. So, ooh.
So next week we've got Tron Ares coming out. We've got final episode of Peacemaker. And My Hero Academia just came back, but we're not sure if it's dubbed yet.
We shall have to find out.
Because we will watch dubs, not subs, unlike Matthew.
Because I would like to watch, not read.
Who's probably home watching subs of some sort right now. That sounded painful. Not even break anything on the console or anything.
I was going to say, definitely wasn't going to break anything on me.
By the way, before we went on the air, I saw a chicken with a drone hooked to its back. I don't know if it's real or not, but it looked really cool.
It's probably
Because when it took off, the chicken put its legs back.
It retracted the landing gear.
It's like for aerodynamics, the chicken just. I mean, chickens kind of fly. They don't really fly, but I mean they can fly short distances. So I'm not sure if they actually put the feet back. They're still flapping.
You can flap too.
All right, no doubt who picked this song. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here on a Saturday night, listening to some distinctively Irish-sounding music for some reason.
Yeah.
That's okay. This makes us absence makes the heart grow fonder, they say. Unless you're really glad someone's gone. But I'm not. I wish, I was glad Odie was here last week.
Maybe we should sing like a dirge.
I will tell you that if you're coming to South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition, my understanding is that Odie's going to be there with us. So
he's going to be part of the entourage.
Now, Odie, he will have a long conversation with you.
He will.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll stand there while he's doing it. I might even throw a tidbit here and there, as long as I don't have to carry the whole conversation. All right. I think it was Steven on the stream yesterday on the Rob Brown show asked if either one of us had seen Marvel Zombies yet, and we watched all 4 episodes last week. I don't think we talked about it on the air.
We did not. We did not have an opportunity to do so.
And here's the thing. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, it was all right.
It was okay.
Yeah, I think I just expected more. And I think in this case, at least in the comics, I think DC did it better. And I mean, that thing's still going on. There's a couple things still going on.
Wait,
Deceased
is still.
I believe Deceased is still going on. I know DC Vampires is still going on.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's the art style is hard to get into to a degree, but once you do, I mean, it's the same stuff from What If.
There were some shots that were actually really nice. I thought
it just, the ending was, I didn't like the ending.
Yeah, it's just like it was so open ended.
Yeah, but it wasn't, because 1-1.
Yeah,
that's the thing. She won, and she made Miss Marvel believe that the world was back to normal, but it wasn't. They don't say why she needed her power.
There just wasn't enough explanation.
Yeah, there wasn't, to the point where people were calling for wanting to know when the next episode comes out, and there's not going to be one.
Yeah, because it seemed like there was going to be an episode 5. That's how it was set up.
And again, there is not going to be one. And I don't know. It's, some of my favorite characters got killed, but some of the better ones were already dead.
Yeah.
And some zombies were better than others.
I will say the best thing about the entire thing was Blade being Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Because he was so cool.
Until he got vaporized. But
yeah, that was a little rough.
Yeah. So, well, the way he was taking people out was pretty rough too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I guess, the way we're talking, we're like, I mean, it is a zombie show. So it's going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, and remember what I said to you, like, at the first episode, I was like, oh, okay, don't get attached to anybody.
And that was true.
They killed off Riri and, like, Kate Bishop in, like, the first 10 minutes.
And then also, Yelena stays behind. Like, okay, if she made it through the whole thing, I'd be okay. Technically, she kind of did, because she was a zombie at the end.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was my favorite character on the thing, and one of my favorite characters in all of Marvel anyway.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see her make it to the end. By the way, I like Miss Marvel also.
Yeah. I mean, she's a very, like,
Kamala Khan is a good actress, a good show. She was good in Marvels. She's good in this.
She's a character. She's a kid that you can root for. She's a very likable kid that you want to do well.
I also like that the 10 rings were split up.
Yeah, that was
that he gave 5 of them to
I will
to
say
Katie.
it was really dumb that the Mandarin just went out just immediately. It's just like, you're just not going to fight anybody? Yeah, you don't have the 10 rings, but you can still punch people.
Yeah, but he probably also looked at the world and went, you know what? This ain't a world I want.
And,
There ain't no fixing this. Here, kid. This is on you.
You're 1,000 years old, Winwoo.
It just so anyway, if you haven't watched it yet, watch it. I mean,
it's entertaining.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't watch it. It just didn't. I don't know that it was expectations. I just didn't think it was that great.
Well, there was just no ending.
And you know what? Here's the other thing is, well, there's no ending. There's no happy ending. I mean, it's not like War of the Worlds or movies like that where there's no humor.
There's hope the entire time.
There's hope and there's humor during the entire thing. I mean, someone was just ahead. That would be Ant-Man. He's just ahead. I mean, just a head in a jar, basically.
I will say probably my favorite part was Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and Black Panther against Zombie Thanos.
Yeah. And anything that Blade did was really good.
Yes. I will. All right. Blade and that whole sequence with Thanos was really good.
All right. Something else is going on. There's an article saying that streaming is overtaking theaters. We've seen this already, but I think theaters are gaining again. I mean, watching some of the movies that we watched over this summer, so many good movies to the degree where I'm thinking about bringing the movie awards back next year, because there were actually people in theaters, and it's probably not over yet because there's still some movies coming out that should be pretty good. I don't know if Tron Ares is going to be good or not, but we're going to find out.
We'll find out.
We absolutely will find out.
Memo tell you, viewer.
All right. According to the article, about 3/4 of U.S. adults watched a new movie on streaming instead of in the theater at least once in the past year, with convenience and cost being factors for many. The trend of watching movies on streaming services has been accelerated during the COVID-19 pandemic and its aftermath, with films ending up on streaming platforms more quickly post-pandemic. There is some overlap between theater goers and streaming viewers like us, but watching new movies only in streaming is more common than only going to a theater. Younger adults prefer streaming for most movies, but will go to theaters for bigger things like a Minecraft movie. The cost of movie tickets averaging $13.17, it's kind of cheap in the US, is a significant factor for some viewers. Here's the thing. The big movies that we've went to, they felt like big movies again.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the on the screen. Obviously it felt that way.
The atmosphere in the theater itself.
There are
Like
some
with Superman.
Yeah, I mean, Superman was great, and I watched it at home like last week because I really loved the movie. But in the theater, that experience was really good. And for the most part, we've had crowded theaters where we went, and it hasn't been rude people or anything like that. You know what? Maybe the rude people are staying home. And I may be jinxing us by saying the rude people are staying home. But so far, none of the rude people. It's just been all fun. And I think I think they can coexist. I think theaters and streaming both can be.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. I mean, as far as streaming goes, you're paying about the same amount if you're doing, the red box thing or something like that. If you're waiting for it to come out on your service, like on HBO or Netflix or something, all those things have went up. So I don't know that you're really saving that much money. The only thing is you're saving money on concessions, and you're saving money or you're saving yourself time by not having to go to the restroom and not be able to pause the movie. There's that. All right. Another big hour of the show coming up. We're going to be talking about the Game Pass hike, AI Takeover, Nerd Roundtable, and so much more. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on Newstalk 98.9 WORD. We are continuing live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X during the top of the hour news. So check it out.
Would you like your secondary Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Sounds like a good move, Trey. Do you get to watch the movies when they come out, though? Right when they come out with those passes? I always thought you couldn't watch. And admittedly, even though it's more expensive, we've been watching some movies in IMAX just because the movies that we've been wanting to see should be seen in IMAX. More than likely, we're going to go see Tron in IMAX.
I kind of wish I had seen Demon Slayer in IMAX, because it really would have been good on that too. Because it was that purdy.
And I still haven't been down to Hollywood to try the recliners, but I think that's a bad idea for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's my age or the time I normally get up to go to work. If I get comfortable, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And that's not fun when you pay for a ticket or something.
Also,
And
sorry. Just looking at Facebook, Dragon Ball Z is now in Minecraft. It's a DLC of dude summoning Shenron.
yes, I'm rolling my eyes. I just don't understand the
He
blocks.
doesn't like the blocks.
I don't like the blocks. Come on, Ohio State, pull it together. Quit struggling with Minnesota.
U.S. citizen. That citizen was injured. Jill Nato, Fox News.
America is listening to Fox News.
That's an odd amount of time to have to wait, Trey.
I'm Emily Campagno, and I'm taking you.
Oh, that's cool.
The Idaho murders in Moscow, Idaho.
Are there discounts on popcorn buckets?
So violent and heartbreaking shocked the nation. 4 students were found brutally murdered in their off-campus home, prompting a cross-country search.
It sounds like it's probably worth it, especially during the summer. And if you're paying for that, you might actually go see some movies that you wouldn't normally go see. Like some I don't know, you may be into rom-coms, but you know, some rom-coms or something like that. So Texas saying we're not streaming on Facebook.
We are.
Yeah.
Maybe not on Word. We aren't on Word.
Why?
I don't know.
It says we are.
On the top thing, it doesn't look like we're on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You're looking at it?
Well, I was looking at the top thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are on. Hi, me.
Yeah, I'm looking. There we are. We're definitely on it. My wife has confirmed we're on Facebook because she's watching it there. Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on everything I said we're on.
Concerns about the former president's mental state while in office. Fox's Mark Meredith.
I read that as
That's pretty good.
I can't quite share this to
Thank you, Chris. I know. Texter just maybe they're typing it in wrong or something.
So the thing I just showed Dad, interviewer, how would you describe yourself? Me, verbally, but I've also prepared a dance.
The House is releasing a separate report on Biden's mental health while in office. That's expected by the end of the year. I'm Angelo Bavaro, and this is Fox News. Just call Joy Law Firm, 864-888-8888.
Turn that off. Now. Wow, really, Trey? That's got me interesting.
No.
Unless they're talking about the pre-thing saying coming up tonight thing. And if not, that's probably Odie texting saying, why is there no thing? Because you're not on it, Odie.
What thing?
The pre-thing, the coming up thing. That's his thing. I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
because the guy who does it isn't here. If the guy who does it was here, then we'd have that.
Yeah, it's his thing. Not doing his thing. Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Cameron, having fun on a Saturday night. Got one more big hour to go to okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's not good.
Well,
I have no idea why that happened, but you know. I guess I'm gonna have to noob myself. Okay, fine. And I was all happy, thinking, well, I messed that up, but apparently I did.
Well, daggum, you done just messed up, boy. Oh, yeah, boy, you done moved it down. Oh, you in trouble. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, it looks like I made several mistakes, but that one mistake that I made, I'll be able to fix here in just a minute. Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Also, let me just go ahead and do this because last week I owed you guys a noob and I didn't get to it, and I remember that I owed it, so I'm going to get it.
Oh, no, you messed up. Oh, it's a noob. Oh, noob. Declining noob.
There we go, double noobs. I also did that so I could fix something. So, I mean, just a little insight there.
You didn't have to
I didn't have
them.
to tell them that, but I did owe it. So there we go. This hour, we are going to talk AI Takeover. We're going to talk some video games. We've got a nerd roundtable to get to. But before we do that, I want to remind you that South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition is coming up tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Greenville Convention Center. You can get tickets online. You can get tickets at the venue. So come out, have a good time, see all the cosplay, see what people are dressing up right now. Go check out all the vendors, be able to go meet some of the guests, including Devon Dudley and Rick Steiner, which I was unaware of that Rob mentioned last week. Yeah, because I didn't see it on the list, but he mentioned Rick Steiner last week, so apparently he's going to be there. Also some voice actors and the guy who played Hellraiser, bunch of stuff like that, and artists that are going to be there drawing. So you can go up to their table and go and see them drawing and go, hey, could you draw this? And maybe they will. Yeah. So there's that, which is really cool. Come and check it out. If you see us there, come up and say hi. I will say hi back. Cameron and Matthew and Odie, both of whom will be there tomorrow, as far as I know. We'll have a nice conversation with you while I hang back and look awkward and stare at the ground or look at the next booth that I'm going to. So anyway, you guys think it's a joke. It's not really, but still, I want you to come out and check out South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition.
Master of all forms of talk, just not small talk.
Yeah, the small talk, I just, I practice with
Big talk, medium talk, great at it.
I practice with my Funko Pops, but they don't, it doesn't work because they don't talk back. So there's that.
Would you like them to talk back?
If I start hearing them, then I might be on an episode of Gen 5 myself. So there could be. You don't get the reference, but people who watch it do. All right, let's talk some video game stuff. I am not going to play the intro because I don't have it ready, and apparently I don't have it with my other stuff over here yet. With my thing, so I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to take a chance of making another stupid mistake.
I can reenact it for you.
That's not necessary.
A bold move.
Okay, all right.
That's a guy screaming from the fire bat academy.
The Wilhelm scream, I believe. Yes. Okay, there we go. Now we have the Pappy Ronzos. Thank you very much. It's exactly right. All right. Before we get to Xbox, let's talk about a couple other things on video games. And the first thing is Walter Goggins, the very famous Walter Goggins, is now on Fallout 76. We haven't played Fallout 76 in a while, in a couple years.
By the way, the new expansion goes to Ohio.
Right, which is what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so as soon as I saw it's going to Ohio, I got to do it. I'm probably going to download it tonight and get it back on and get back into it. I've talked to my daughter about seeing if she will play some with us. I know Cameron's down. And I got this brand new sweet headset for my birthday. Someone paid way too much for, but I appreciate it. So ready to do that.
They're obviously terrible with money.
Yes, they are. I don't know how they survive, but they do. So
ramen's tasty.
Expanding to Ohio is kind of wild. It really is. They're like a bunch of cars like pulled into the parking lot. It's just weird. And they're just sitting out there.
That ain't for us, is it?
Well, I'm more worried about my car. Anyway, Walter Goggins plays the ghoul on season 1 of Fallout and season 2. and he's one of the stars. So they have added him. They mocapped him. He's already done all the voice work. And from what I understand, you go into Ohio, Southern Ohio, and he runs a bounty hunter service, and he sends you out on bounties. So you got Walter Goggins sending you out on bounties.
He seems like my kind of ghoul.
All right. I've already been, when we played before, like a couple years ago, it was Cameron and myself and my daughter played. And that's when the Yagwai incident of 2000 and whatever year it was happened, where I still believe the devs found a way to just launch Yagwai at us. And they just kept coming and kept coming and coming. We killed so many Yagwai. My daughter's still upset about
The
that.
mountain pass was littered with the corpses of Yagwai.
Because she lost all her stuff. And she's like, well, I lost all my stuff. It's like, we can start over again. And since we played, they've expanded several times, including a lot of building. I'm a big fan of Fallout. When Fallout 76 came out, was not very happy about it. But then it got better.
Yeah.
And we hung with it a little bit. It got better. And apparently a lot of people are jumping on there right now, which is not a bad thing. You know, it might be worth, or it would have been worth back in the day, probably maybe paying that extra money and having your own world.
That would have been fun, but.
So I don't believe that. I think the bounties are for creatures. I seriously doubt it'll be for other players. Because there's people on there probably now, like with.
It's probably for raiders.
I don't think there's a level cap on it, but if there is, there are people definitely at the level cap,
Yeah.
like 1,000 or something like that. And yeah, so, but there's also a new big bad. And let's see if I can find the new big bad. Let's see. You're going up against the Rust King, who is actually a highly intelligent super mutant, which isn't unprecedented in the Fallout universe, but is one of the most underexplored aspects of the franchise lore. Yeah, super mutants. So that is the big bad that you're going to have to go up against. You're going up against the Rust King. Rust in Ohio. Big shocker. So if you guys are playing Fallout 76, if you're jumping back in, let us know if you have fun with it. So we're probably going to try to jump in and play some this week at some point. And then came that was good news. And then there's some bad news. And then there's some worse news. All right. Bad news for Cameron and I, probably not for everyone else. Rock Band 4 is being delisted as of tomorrow. So what this means is Rock Band 4 DLC will also begin to vanish. Fate of the Legacy DLC will be figured out over the coming months. Rock Band 4 is being delisted from both the Xbox and PlayStation digital stores this weekend due to expiring musical licenses. Developer Harmonix has confirmed. The news was posted across the game's official Discord channel and its subreddit. The warning has come with just days to act and arrive on the eve of the game's 10th anniversary, which is tomorrow. They say what a ride it's been. With this milestone comes one big change. The original licenses for the core soundtrack are expiring. Because of that, Rock Band 4 will be removed from PlayStation and Xbox digital stores. If you already own the game, nothing changes. You'll keep full access and still be able to download the game and songs to any new compatible device. So here's the thing. You can't buy new songs, and the songs that were on there are going to disappear. So it's one of those things where if you wanted to buy new songs, tonight would be the night to do it because they're going bye-bye.
Yeah. So that kind of goes, there's a Christmas tradition.
Yeah. Well, it's not going away, though, because we have the game and we have the songs, but we won't be able to do, I see what you're saying. Every year, what we have done for the last, I don't know, since that game, 10 years.
Yeah.
We have
10.
Yeah, 10 years. Each of us has downloaded a new song every Christmas. And then we play Rock Band. That's what we do. Cameron and my daughter Raven and myself, we play Rock Band. Last year, Silver jumped on the drums. She was only 6. It was fun for about 10 seconds. That she's ready to move on. Actually, she made it through a song, and then she didn't want to do it anymore. I think she's going to do better this year. I really, you don't think so? I think she's going to do better this year. So it's kind of a sad time as far as Rock Band 4 goes. Now I know. Obviously, there's been enough people who played it for a while for it to keep going. And last time I was on there, I got some 80s songs because 80s kid here. And I love the 80s song. So it's a shame to see that go away. You know, one thing that's not going away, but is going up is Xbox Game Pass. All right, the news dropped that Ultimate is going up to $29.99. Here's the thing, though. Listen to this and tell me if I'm wrong, because it could be Steiner math and I don't get it. As the dust settled on Microsoft's shock price rise for Xbox Game Pass, which jumped 50% from $19.99 to $29.99. Can you explain to me how that's 50%?
50% of the existing cost.
Okay.
50% of 20 is 10.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Because I'm like, how's that 50?
Not 50% of 30, but 50% of the
50%. Okay. All right. All right. So I was doing Steiner math.
You were doing it happens.
It's not a surprise.
It's an infectious thing. It's not good.
And Rick Steiner, if you're in town already, you know, Steiner math lives on. I know you didn't do it, but your brother did. So here are the new tiers for Xbox Game Pass. Game Pass Ultimate is $29.99 a month, which is up from $19.99. Game Pass Premium is $14.99. That's the same as it was before. Game Pass Essential is $9.99, same as it was before. And PC Game Pass is up to $16.49, up from $11.99. So Cameron and I both were like not upset. And it's $10. And I get that's a lot for a lot of people, but it's an extra $10. As much games as I play.
Yep.
The first thing that I noticed was, ooh, they're adding all this stuff. So here's what they did. They added Ubisoft Plus Classics valued at $7.99 per month. So that's an extra $7.99 that you would have paid to play all the Ubisoft games. They also, starting November 18th, Fortnite Crew. I don't play Fortnite, but if I did, I would have to pay $11.99 a month. Now you won't have to do that anymore. So there's also access to Fortnite Battle Pass and 1,000 V-Bucks each month. So if you're into Fortnite, which a lot of people still are, you're going to be able to play that and not have to pay extra.
I was going to say, that's a pretty good addition.
So looking at the games, there are a bunch of games that I wouldn't mind playing again or playing for the first time that jumped onto Game Pass. You're also going to get 75 new games as opposed to what you were going to get before. You're going to get a ton of new things on this Game Pass edition. All these people we're canceling it. And then there are people who are smart, I guess. They're going out and buying as many, going out as far as they can on the present price, which means they're spending a whole lot more money this year than they would have.
But in the long term,
does it?
I may or may not know someone who might have done that.
I get it. A lot of people are doing that. So I understand. I just don't know that it really saves you money, but I guess maybe it does. I mean, did you have that much money to spend right now? If you did, why not just spend $29.99? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So from what I saw, I think you can buy up to 36 weeks, which is 36 months rather. Yeah, which is it's a couple years.
3.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. It's 3 years. So I was looking, and there were a bunch.
Exercise the Steiner math out of you.
So listen, you're not, because I'm also
some incense and just start yelling math problems.
I'm also watching the clock, trying not to make a mistake I made last week, and I know I'm overdue for a break, but I also want to finish up the thoughts on this before we move on to something else.
Am I messing you up on that?
You are not. This is me. I don't know why it doesn't bother me the way, I mean, and here's the problem with social media and the internet. People exaggerate to a degree where it's like, they're just going nuts. How dare them do this? By the way, GameStop says they're going to continue to sell it at the normal price, which is a smart move on Game Pass, because it will give people to go to GameStop to buy Game Pass. And I won't, because we got direct deposit.
It's convenient.
It just already pulls it out of your bank.
The other thing is
account,
just like, we don't really buy anything else.
No, we don't. There's a ton of Assassin's Creed on there.
I still want to play Unity with you guys, just to
which
see how that goes.
Which we could do, but don't expect stealth, because we don't do that.
I'm not expecting stealth.
Yeah, no stealth. Yeah, we definitely do not do stealth.
I'm
Also,
expecting a lot of diversions.
also, like Hogwarts is on there now. Scott Pilgrim, which I downloaded and started playing.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's a side scroller fighter, but you can supposedly couch co-op.
It's a beat 'em up, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. And I got through the first Evil X and was like, okay, I played this enough to go. It's all right. As far as side scrollers go, I'd rather play like Turtles or something like that.
Well, there's that, and then there's also. I didn't look at the chat for that. Apples is possibly confirming what I was saying before.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to go to AI Takeover. You're listening to Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
I learned to live with it. I just plan around it. It's like, all right, they're going to blow up stuff in that direction. I'm going to be over here and take care of the objective while they have everyone else wrapped up.
Yeah, don't get me on a beta. Me on a beta is a mistake because here's the thing. Betas, they want you to break the game. So I'm all for trying to do that. I don't care about the main objectives. It's a beta. I'm going to break it if I can.
Yeah.
Because not only am I helping out the gaming company, I'm helping out gamers if I can break it.
So the thing he's talking about is off of Ghost Recon Wildlands ages ago, where he stole the supercar and was just like driving around in circles. And as that was happening, other like bad
you
guys.
don't remember what I did.
No, I'm building up to it.
Okay. All
The other bad guys were popping out. I'm on a rooftop. I'm picking them all off. As that's happening, it's like, all right, well, let's get out of here. He loses control of the vehicle, goes back into the garage, and
No.
blows up.
I did that on purpose.
You did that on purpose?
Yes, I did that. I didn't lose control. I went full speed into the garage because I wanted to see what would happen.
You absolute madman.
Yeah.
Also, Trey, Ghost of Yotai do look cool.
It does, but I've seen mixed reviews. I don't really care about reviews that much, but it does.
Who cares what people are saying? I mean, you care what we're saying, but the other thing is like typically if there's like stealth in something, is like I'm not gonna bother with it unless it's by myself.
Yeah, I know you guys play together live a bunch. You wouldn't want to play with me or my daughter because we play with some other people and they're very distracted by us because it's not just that. It's
Say that, but
it's breaking out into voices, definitely breaking out into song. You're going to hear a bunch of different kind of songs the entire time. And we play with some serious gamers, especially one certain gamer who is just Rob Brown, who's very serious, is like calling out signals and stuff. And it's like, no, man, we don't do that.
he does all of that, and then we're still like way ahead of him.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not organized chaos. This is chaos. And here's the thing. We have learned playing with Cameron that he is going to steal all the loot. So if it's not shared loot, he's stealing every bit of loot to the point where there's hard feelings. And there's been hard feelings for a long time because of how much he has stolen.
Look, that's why they've come up with the systems that they've had to where everyone gets their own instance loot. I like that. Yes, he's very much ad clear. We would not be setting him up with other things. We send him in a direction. He destroys things.
Depending on the game, I really like those explosive devices that you throw. I also really, really like rocket launchers and stuff like that.
Explosives expert.
Yes, not an expert, unless you consider things blowing up. I guess that does make you an
enthusiast.
Expert. There we go. That's me.
Also, I feel like you.
Yes,
and
if you can fish in a game, that's how I fish.
Apples- Believe it or not, I think you and Apples would actually get along in a game. The other.
It's just
the-
this show, but on a headset. That's all it is.
Yeah, I would say the third amigo to our trio. Maybe not so much. He is far more organized, and I do to him.
The only
what you
people we
do to
play,
me.
I mean, playing with Chris is fine, but
He just reads.
he just reads everything.
Stop reading. We're dying.
All right, that is the AI Takeover intro. That means we're going to talk some AI stuff. Some that's kind of cool, but a little scary, and others that is a problem, a fear that's been out there and is a warranted fear. And the first one we'll talk about that, and that is SAG-AFTRA is hit out at Tilly Norwood, the AI generated actress that has enraged Hollywood. So we knew it was a matter of time before AI started coming up with their own actresses, which is supposedly an amalgamation of a lot of different actresses put into one to make a. She's cute, which is what you want to do, and they're talking about using her as a lead actress or as an extra or something. And this is the fear for SAG-AFTRA. It's the fear for all actors that eventually, especially if you're an extra, I don't know so much as far as lead actors go, but extras are in danger of losing their livelihood.
Yep.
And a lot of actors start out as extras and work their way up.
Mhm.
And now that's going to be eliminated if the AI people get their way. SAG-AFTRA believes, here's their statement. SAG-AFTRA believes creativity is and should remain human-centered. It's just such a weird thing to say, but you have to. The union is opposed to the replacement of human performers by synthetics. This is Fallout is what this is. To be clear, Tilly Norwood is not an actor. It's a character generated by a computer program that was trained on the work of countless professional performers without permission or compensation. It has no life experience to draw from, no emotion, and for what we've seen, audiences aren't interested in watching computer-generated content untethered from the human experience. It doesn't solve any problem. It creates the problem of using stolen performances to put actors out of work, jeopardizing performer livelihoods and devaluing human artistry. Additionally, signatory producers should be aware that they may not use synthetic performers without complying with our contractual obligations, which require notice and bargaining whenever a synthetic performer is going to be used. So remember, that was a pretty long strike.
Also, notice how they use synthetic as opposed to just AI. They're covering all the bases.
As in eventually robot.
Yes.
So although I don't, R2D2 is a robot. I know there was a person inside of him, but there didn't have to be. It could just be a robot. I'm okay with that. It's not. It's more of a humanoid robot type thing. Like some of those robots that are being made in Japan that eventually may be so human-like that they can make those actors. They would be driven by AI at the same time, but they would be synthetic, and they would basically be the synths that are in Fallout.
I was about to say at that point, if they have their own autonomy and they're generating stuff based off of things that they've seen, then yeah, I could see that that's still.
All right, so I watched a couple of the things with Tilly in them, and some of it's a little the audio is off, and I don't know if it's just where I watched it at, but some of it looked really. They did an entire thing with a bunch of British actors. They were all AI stuff. It was pretty funny, and that's the thing. They just did this big strike about this. And the AI creators, they don't seem to care. they're going to push that anyway. And I think what it's going to do, and we're already seeing it, we're getting ready to talk about something else that's similar, is it's to the point now where you can't really believe just about anything you see online because AI has gotten so good. As far as there are a lot of people going in there and making coaches press conferences, changing the words, making it look like they said something. There are things like that. So you got to check and see who put it out there. And that's why I always have to have 3 sources. And to the point where I drive my family crazy. It's like, where'd you get that from? Did you find it anywhere else other than there? Because you can't believe what you see online anymore.
Yep.
And as we saw in Superman, could be them monkeys. Could be them monkeys. I'm not gonna say what the monkeys did, but
Hashtag secret harem.
yes, could be them monkeys. All right, there's a new thing that just dropped, and it is Sora, which is an AI program. And I think this is Sora 2.
Yeah.
Actually, it's good. It is real good. So good, it's scary.
Yes.
And the thing is, they'll send you a code so you can get in and start doing it. I haven't asked for a code because I'm not really interested in it. Well, I am interested, but I'm not interested in being a part of what I think is coming. And there are things on there right now. I pointed out to Cameron. He was watching for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of like, there's some stuff that's obviously cartoony.
All right. The first thing I watched was Mario pulled over in his car and actual cops talking to him. And then he takes off and then they're chasing him. And it goes to a newscast, like a helicopter flying over, watching Mario as he takes off. And then Mario's talking about, did you see how fast I went?
And he's like on Twitch or something. And he's talking to a chat.
And here's the problem. It was great.
It was actually pretty fun.
It was great. I saw Pikachu storming the beaches of Normandy and taking out a guy in the guard tower. It was
specified.
It was very good.
Historical footage of flying elephants attacking a fortress.
See, that's the thing. It starts out as something goofy and silly, but it turns into the point where you cannot tell if it's real or not.
Yes, and that is the danger.
And a War of the Worlds type event could happen if it's organized to a degree where everyone's convinced something's happening and it's not, because
what happens if a world leader gets convinced of something based on this?
Exactly.
And makes a rash decision.
And you're just going too far. Why would you? No, not going far enough. That's the thing. And this
also could ruin the livelihoods of anybody that's like,
for sure, because and we've done stories before about how that's been done, where I believe it was someone that working at a school, a janitor got mad and made it look like a principal had said a bunch of stuff and he didn't, by using AI. And something like this, again, it looks like it would be harmless because they're short videos, but they are so good, and it would be so easy to do something like I was watching Biggie walking down the West Roofs, rapping about stuff that was going on. It was good too. It was really good. I saw one where Michael Jackson was in a verbal argument with Hitler, and Hitler was telling him that he stole his dance moves.
what?
It's again.
Well, I saw one with Mr. Rogers being a part of Jack something and taking a scooter and jumping off a ramp into a pit of into a lake of alligators.
All right, I need to watch that because I think Mr. Rogers is creepy. No one's ever going to change my mind about that. So anyway, look out, be vigilant, be ready, because it's coming, the AI takeover of the world. I mean, we're in the middle of it right now. It's not the beginnings of.
Grab your pickles, folks.
We're in the middle of it because it's advanced to the degree where you don't know what's real and what isn't. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. I'm going to get those pickles, and I'm going to, where was he at?
Montana?
No, he was where the geysers are.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. I think he was at Yellowstone. We'll go to Yellowstone until 5 minutes from now when we come back for break.
Is this for real life? Is this just fantasy? All in a landslide.
By the way, it is very entertaining. I mean, it is hard to look away from stuff, and people are just, I don't think it'll go away like Sasquatch did,
Yeah.
because those were pretty good for a while.
Well, because the other thing is like it's a mix of it's the testing of that tech, which is has a general interest from people, even people who don't really know that much about it.
But there may be some olds out there who may go, Betsy, I can't, it's happening. I hear it's happening. Look, I seen it. I'm not going to say what he saw. His name was actually Hubert. He lives in Packlet.
Lives where?
Packlet.
Where?
You ain't never heard of Packlet, South Carolina?
No.
I can't.
Packlet ever heard of Packlet, South Carolina?
Yeah, Packlet, South Carolina is a place. Would people tell him that Packlet, South Carolina is a place?
All right. Are you guys all going to gaslight me, or
You can look it up. Don't ask me how to spell it. I'm not sure that it's spelled like it sounds. And I'm not.
I'm sure it's like
I could be using a Southern accent, or maybe it's because I've only heard it said by people with a Southern accent. If Matthew was here, he would have already found it. When Goose confirms. He says, "'Tis."
All right, I believe Goose.
Have you found it yet?
I'm working on it. Okay, it has a C.
You've never heard of Packlet before.
No. I barely know where I am half the time.
Same here, but I've screened calls for
Fair.
nearly
So
30 years.
So you've heard a lot of people
So I've probably heard from just about everywhere.
calling in here.
Although I've
from
been since our signal got so big, I've heard of, like, when I'm putting together a bunch of Charlie stuff, because I do, even though you don't hear me during the week on WRD, I'm doing a ton of production and stuff. So I'm listening to it, and I'm hearing a bunch of different places in North Carolina that I didn't know existed. Is that how you spell it? Packlet. By the way, I have no idea where Packlet is. We might have been through it before.
Maybe. It's a town in Spartanburg County.
Okay.
Also,
Spartanburg County's pretty big, though.
Mom sent me an image of Packlet.
Did she?
Yes.
Like, is it like a person who lives in Packlet, or is it
just a Google thing I just seen? So.
Did she send you a picture of Hubert?
No.
Hubert and Betsy?
Hubert and Betsy, they live back.
We might have met them in Iva at some point. I apologize. I'm losing my voice because I pressed too hard. I do that sometimes.
Pull back.
As you know, if you listen to me on the Rob Brown Show, I don't project very much over there because he yells and he has so much energy to counter that. I don't.
Well, you have to be the calm.
I can be as much energy as he is, but I think I am heard better if I back it off and go the opposite direction.
Just a difference in voices, yeah. But be careful. Have to take over.
Would you like to touch my monkey? Would you like to touch my monkey? Would you like to touch my monkey?
It goes well with the music.
I would like to state that you made me stop my headbanging because of that. Because I didn't want to be confused with nodding.
It goes really well.
It does. It does.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Feel you, Randy.
That boy is good.
You're,
right.
you're just gonna start going down the list again, aren't you?
It's just time for the nerd roundtable. I added a couple things.
Okie
I just added a couple things.
Okay, that one I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's stuff that's already been in there, but I added a couple things because I wanted to.
Oh, he's saying fascinating.
You didn't know he said fascinating?
Yeah, you kept playing it, and my ears just aren't so great today.
No hard feelings, Point Break.
I would play Not the Bees again, but I'm not going to do that because it's just I'm not going to do.
Lonzo is a
I will
superstar.
play that. I'll play that a bunch.
Who said this?
Lonzo is a superstar.
Everybody? I mean, come on. I'm not.
I'm not too old to find you, son.
Definitely older than you.
That seemed like a little bit directly.
Well, you found me. Broly just having a conniption in the background. What are we doing?
I am the hype.
Okay, all right. Wait, I'm going to move on and get to.
It's not my fault.
Okay, it's not.
Can you dig it?
All right, let's get to. I can dig it if you can dig it. Let's get to the roundtable.
I'm
So
trying to dig it.
okay, all right. So in the nerd roundtable, we usually have debates. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to talk about other stuff. But we almost always talk about trailers. There's a couple trailers. That is a touchdown right there. There's 2 Frankenstein movies coming out.
Yes.
I believe one is in theaters and one is on Netflix. The first one, let's talk about The Bride, okay? Because it's Bonnie and Clyde, but it's Frankenstein and The Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It should not be as interesting as it is. And because Batman is Frankenstein, or a Batman is Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You can figure
With
out
a monster.
You can figure out which Batman that is.
He is the monster in this one, right?
Yeah, he
Okay,
is.
yeah.
I mean, you saw it looks pretty. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It does. It should not. The Bride should not look as good as it does.
2 totally different Frankenstein.
Yeah, I
movies.
mean, the fact again, if you don't know who Bonnie and Clyde is, it's historical. So, look it up, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Look it up. If not, I don't know what to tell you.
Bless your heart.
Exactly. But it looks pretty good, and it's got. Okay, so his name escapes me right now, and I hate that I forgot his name. Batman.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. There we go. I just listen. It's 15 minutes left in the show. I'm so happy that I remembered that I got one more break.
Where's Rachel?
Yeah, exactly. Except it's all right. So the complete opposite of that is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which all the stuff he puts out is so freaky anyway. But it also has to do with The Bride of Frankenstein, looks like. I'm pretty sure that the weird looking lady is going to end up being the bride.
I think the weird looking lady is just a weird looking lady.
I think she's actually Victor Frankenstein's wife or something.
Yes.
Uh,
I think it's mostly about Frankenstein getting back at Victor.
the monster looks pretty big. I don't know who plays them.
Also, what the heck was that red, tinted angel thing?
I don't know.
That was the freakiest thing.
So-
it pulled its mask off. It was just like a very
Yes.
encrusted skull.
It could have been like a dream or something. It's Guillermo del Toro. Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
I'm
Me
sorry-
neither,
I'm
because
sorry.
it's freaky. But I saw
Who was that again?
Pan's Labyrinth.
No, the director.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
All right, former WWE star Braun Strowman is about to take on Jason Voorhees.
Is he now?
Braun Strowman is in talks to be the next Jason Voorhees, and I am very excited for that.
Good
I
Lord.
wonder if he's going to have to shave the beard, though.
Probably.
That'd be weird seeing him without the beard. Can you
It's
do a
gonna,
skull?
puff out, though.
No, can you do a skull cap over your beard? I don't. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, but that would be complicated.
We could skull cap your beard and just put a.
You ain't skull capping my beard.
Okay. Anyway,
This thing gets to fly free.
All right.
It flutters in the breeze.
Braun Strowman is 6'8". Okay. Can you imagine 6'8" Jason Voorhees coming through the woods at you?
I do, and I don't like it.
And here's the thing, as slow as Jason walks in some of the movies, but still catches everybody because they're scared and they fall down. Braun Strowman just has to stride slowly.
Yeah, it's the strides.
It did and he's going to catch you.
The other thing is Jason is usually bigger than everybody.
He is, and I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's going to be.
I think it'll work out.
When I saw that casting, I was like, oh,
The
yeah.
other thing too is like wrestlers doing stuff in a physical capacity, like Samoa Joe doing Twisted Metal.
Well, and he's done a similar character as far as his wrestling character goes. And if you think about his stride, he just kind of I think it'll
He's
work.
just trading masks.
All right, they have added another major actor to Henry Cavill's Highlander. It is Jeremy Irons. The latest casting reveal tells us that Jeremy Irons will play one of the film's villains. Irons' character is the leader of the Watchers, a shadowy group that keeps tabs on immortals like Cavill's Connor and Batista's the Kurgan. So we got Drew McIntyre in there now. This cast is getting huge.
It's getting stacked.
It is, and I am looking forward to it. And apparently the Watchers was big in the Highlander TV series, which I did see a bunch of, but I've forgotten about. All right, we're going to take a break, our final break. We come back, we're going to hit the lightning round, squeeze in as many things as we can the last couple minutes of the show. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm ciphering. Yeah, that should be good. We should be good. We should be all right.
You sure?
I'm absolutely positive, Ted. The barbershop's been calling me. They've been texting me.
What?
Barbershop's been texting me. I don't know if they've been watching and going, hey, man, it's time to come in. They've offered me discounts and everything. And
they're just over this. They're like this.
It's probably not. If it does happen this year, it won't be till November. So,
that's when mine's probably going to be.
Yeah, it'll be November.
Or my hair is still good for a bit.
I was worried. I didn't think it was growing back for a while. And, I know some people I know some people in the building have been forever wanting me to cut my hair. And to them, I say, you ain't the boss of me. I did this thing. This is going to be stream exclusive. I'm not going to tell anyone on the air, but I said something to LexCorp yesterday, and it was risky. I said he's dressed like a pickleball player. He didn't. He wasn't real receptive of that. Sometimes I say stuff I should not say, and that's the sort of thing that can make you gone. I don't think it was an HR violation because he was dressed like a pickleball player, and I think he tried to figure out what a pickleball player looks like, and I could have like brought up pictures, but I thought it was best that I just leave.
Yeah.
So I just
You know,
left. There were people there too. Rob Brown was there and Chris was there. They heard me say it, and it's probably their fault that I did it.
Yeah, because you audience. Well, that reminds me of like that deleted scene that was supposed to be in the Suicide Squad. With,
Well, they were doing that. Oh, you look good. You lost weight. You look good. You lost weight.
you look
And then
you're
I'm
a
like,
pickleball.
yeah, and I've gained like a ton of weight. So,
You can't help but just throw that in there.
yeah, I mean, I wanted to participate.
there was a
Make it quick. Got 30
a
something.
boss of
seconds.
mine who my compatriots were saying looked very young for his age and whatnot, and I just said, "Hey, aren't you as old as my dad?"
Where'd he go?
He thought it was funny, so I didn't get fired.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
W is correct. It can only strike twice so many times. Because, I was just thinking about, I never really thought about that till now. It can only strike twice once. Well, no, it can strike twice, and then it can strike twice again. So,
How many times? Well, the other thing is like, what's the interval of time between the two before you consider it a separate?
because then it's
striking
not
twice.
twice, it's thrice, and whatever four would be. Yeah.
Well, I can only just strike twice once
Yeah.
in one spot.
What that means, though, is that it's lightning round time where we squeeze in as many stores as we possibly can. Aldous Hodge, you know who Aldous Hodge is, Cameron?
That sounds really familiar.
He was Hawkman in Black Adam.
Oh yeah, him.
He's a pretty good actor. He has joined Jake Gyllenhaal and Dave Bautista in Roadhouse 2.
Oh,
The first one wasn't bad. I mean, I thought,
is Batista gonna be?
yeah,
that guy
I don't
for
know.
us too?
I don't know. Connor made a pretty good one. Conor McGregor made a pretty good
Oh,
bad guy.
Possibly.
Yeah,
President.
Yeah. Well, no, he withdrew his name from the race.
Did he?
All right, residents of San Rafael, California, are on high alert. Are you sure we didn't read this last week? I don't know. We're gonna do it again anyway. To an aggressive squirrel that has attacked multiple people in the Lucas Valley neighborhood. I'm pretty sure I did this, but I'm doing it again. I don't care.
We did.
Huh?
We did. I'm sorry.
That's all right. The squirrel was so mean. We talked about it twice. Merriam-Webster has added 5,000. You're supposed to be my memory. Merriam-Webster has added 5,000
What a
words
long day.
to the dictionary. I asked you before your long day. Dictionary introduced 5,000 new words, including modern terms like petrichor. I don't know what that. You know what petrichor is?
I am not familiar.
Yeah,
with
I'm
that
sure that I'm saying it right.
before. Is Girl Boss in there?
Petrichor. It's either that or Pet Richard. I'm gonna go with petrichor because it sounds cooler. And teraflop. I know what that is.
Yeah.
The updated dictionary, also known as a dictionary, includes phrases like dumb phone, ghost kitchen, cold brew, dad bod, and cancel culture. Okay, I know what cancel culture is. I know what cold brew is. It's coffee that's cold, which coffee is nasty, whether it's warm or cold. Dad bod, I can relate. What the heck is a ghost kitchen?
Well, it's that thing where you don't interact with the kitchen. Other people interact instead.
I'm not quite sure what a dumb phone is either, other than a dumb phone. I don't know.
By the way, a petrichor is a pleasant smell that frequently accompanies first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather.
Oh, that's what that's called. That's I love that smell. All right.
Soothing petrichor.
50 years later, Superman and Spider-Man are finally crossing over again. So we're getting ready to have a Spider-Man-Superman crossover. No need to ask who would win. They're probably not fighting each other. And Superman would
absolutely
beat
win.
Spider-Man. All he have to do is just fly him out of the atmosphere, and he would die if he didn't get loose. All right, Lego's new 9,000 piece Star Wars Death Star set features Emperor Palpatine's throne room, Princess Leia's detention cell, and more. Let's see. It includes iconic moments like the throne room, trash compactor. Also,
That's not right. Those are two different structures.
meditation chamber and a hot tub for the hot tub stormtrooper, which I did not know was a thing, but apparently it was a hot tub stormtrooper.
Yeah, there's hot tub stormtroopers.
Yeah,
It wasn't Lego games.
okay.
You just open it randomly. It's like, ah,
Oh, actually, now I do remember that. I'd forgotten all about that.
there I go, hot tub stormtrooper.
How much do you think this new Death Star with 9,000 pieces costs?
$1,000.
You're right, $999.99.
I did not know that beforehand.
Yeah. If it was Price is Right, you would have went over, so you wouldn't have got it. But still, all right. Burger King says it ditched the creepy king because he was scaring families with kids and forcing them to go to McDonald's. I
How
agree.
did they come up with someone just so terrifying?
Just
as their
remember
mascot?
the Sneak King game.
Yes,
And then there was another one where it was
the
like,
racing game.
Yeah,
that
the
me and
racing
my
game.
sister loved.
exactly,
I don't know why she liked it so much.
because it was the Sneak King and he's really weird looking. All right, just a couple minutes, well, actually like a minute and a half left to remind you that from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow at the Greenville Convention Center, we have South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition. Make sure you come out, check it out, buy your tickets, go have some fun, meet some wrestlers, meet some voiceover actors, meet some actors, meet some artists, go buy some stuff, hang out with us. Also, you got a chance to get some artwork, get some cool stuff, make your nerd cave even nerdier and better than what it already is. You may say, I can't make it more nerdier. You can
Wrong.
if you go to South Carolina Comic-Con Fall Edition and get you some stuff, dude. I mean, come on. All right, I probably should move myself a kid because I'm screwed up a kid. That's not good.
It's going so strong.
Yeah, it was, I just, whatever. All right, thank you for everyone for listening to the Upstate Pulse. And we'll be back next week, maybe. We will. And, see you tomorrow.
The voice of Carolina. WYRD FM, WYRD HD1, Spartanburg, Greenville, Anderson, Clemson.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, thanks, everybody. I'm going to go ram my head against the wall or these double plane things.
Bye,
over
guys.
here.
I want to hold him back from doing that.
I know I covered for the mistake, so I mean, that's fine. Bye-bye.
Bye.